is the way we communicate with each other. So, in the way we communicate in the past, we use letters and face-to-face communities. And now we have phones, we have smartphones and computers. So we communicate very differently. For example, in the past, when a boy loves a girl, he will write a letter with first name and send it to the girl or meet her directly and tell her the letter. But now you guys have Facebook, Messenger, Zello, and many other kinds of means of communication. So you can just like send a message or make post story, or you can post stories to tell that girl that you love her. It's a very awesome example about how we communicate these days. And the second is, I think the second difference is the way we study. Like in the past, there's the most common way of studying is listen to the teacher or read books or communicate with friends and find help from friends. But now we have the internet and we can find almost everything there, from the answer for questions or the cheat sheet for examination. And as well, it also leads to some negativeness. Like a lot of students just depend on the internet without thinking, and it led to a downward academic results. And it makes me feel a little bit worried. I myself can learn quite well from the internet, but I know that not everyone do. So we have to learn selectively from the internet. We have to choose what to learn and what not to learn. There are so many damaging and harmful information on the internet. Yeah, and the next one from the game we played in the past now, absolutely different. Like in the past, we have traditional games, hide and seek, chasing, or fake battles. But now we focus on our phone and play games on it. For example, when you go to a cafe shop, it's very easy to see a family hanging out together. However, they do not talk or communicate with each other, but everyone has their own phone or computer and they work with it. They look at the screen and immerse themselves in it. That's why people communicate face-to-face less now than in the past. In conclusion, I want to say that although the technological changes have bring us so much advantages in our life and make it more comfortable and convenient, however, there is something very different in the way we communicate, the way we live together. There are less connection between human and human, and I don't want that to happen. That's why we have to communicate face to face, people to people more, even though we have a lot of technological devices. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Any question?
Do you have any question?
In the past, the children could eat entertainment.
Thank you for your question. Well, in the past, you can sit down. In the past, children play most of the games that entertain children are outdoor activities. They play traditional games, hide and seek, or they play football together, play from the afternoon till late night, so that their mother have to call them back. But now the children don't usually play outdoor anymore. They stay inside the house and look at the screen of the phone. I used to see a very interesting picture that in the 19th years, a mother have to call her son back from the outdoor games. But now in 2022, a mother have to make her son get out of the home and play outdoor.
Any question? Any question?
Any other question?
Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, do you think that teenagers in the past often publicize the emotion or not?
I think regarding the emotions of teenagers, in the past it was much more comfortable than these days. We can see that in the previous years, children or especially teenagers, they receive a lot of physical punishment from their parents, but they weren't so depressed or stressed out like children these days. I think that the difference is in their mind. In the past, although there were a lot of physical punishment, but they have the comfort in their mind because they can meet their friends, they can share with their friends, and a lot of other things. These days, teenagers have to deal with a lot of expectation from their parents and from teachers, and it's very difficult for them to share their emotions to any other one because they don't want to be labeled as easily vulnerable or hurted. So it's more depressed and it leads to anxiety too.
Okay, another question. With the developments of technological changes, okay, with the technological changes, do you think that it's made the teenager happier than they are in the past?
Well, everything has both sides, the dark side and the advantages. So, and technological is not an exception. It's about your question, if technological changes make teenagers happier, I think that it depends. To teenagers who can control their emotion and have high discipline, they can use the technological changes to make their life much more easy and study well, something like that, make more friends too. But there are many students, many teenagers who cannot control their action, cannot control their behavior, and they find digital friends on the internet, and they get trouble with cyberbullying and many other things that can damage their minds and harm them a lot.
Any question? Any question for her? Thank you. Good. Okay, you please. You please. Again, please.
Question.
Do you think you smell better than the letter and why?
Okay, I can understand your question now. I think that it's not really better, just in some case. Like when you are in Vietnam and you want to send a letter to your friends in America, if you send a traditional letter, it takes a really long time for that friends to receive the letter and send one back to you. But with emails, it's very easy, just with a click, and then the friends can receive the letter and send one back to you. It's very quick, even in minutes. However, writing letter brings us a very special feeling, like the feeling when we write a letter on the paper, put it in the envelope, and send it to the receiver. It's a process that brings us a lot of emotions and feelings, and it contains a lot of meanings in the traditional letter.
Good, good. Any question?
Jim, please. What is This topic has been discussed in recent times a lot by experts, by normal people, parents, and even students. Everyone knows that smartphone is very useful and helpful in most cases, but it also brings disadvantages. If a student cannot control the way they use the smartphone, it's easy to neglect studying. They just play games, surf the internet, or chat with friends without finding the useful information for study. And that's why the internet becomes a little bit harmful to teenagers and children.
Any question? Thank you. Very good. Very good.